EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy. The 25-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Breeze to throw. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's going to get it running right. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. It's taken to the 26. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Mayfield looks to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Nifty footwork at the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Gone, gone!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Finding fouls complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They get it to him running left, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. You waiting?
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. They'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Fights off the defender. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Gone!
Mayfield now on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Detroit! Here we go!
Mayfield on play action. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Mayfield now. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. Oh, nice move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. shotgun. It's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back now here live in New Orleans, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Running with Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time with Ingram. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go with Kamara. boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this Browns defense stands tall. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. There he goes inside the 30. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, 29 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up. And
he's got it at the 15. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 59 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On second down, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Breeze. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's back to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They pitch it out to Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, going into the